Good morning, precious. How you doing, baby? Happy Monday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe, guys. Dang, look at some of the videos. If you see any of them that you like, just hit share. I hope you can hear me. I can't talk no louder than when I'm talking because of where I'm at, but I ain't gonna keep you long. But I promise not to. So as you know, today my birthday. Say happy birthday to me. Go on, sing it. I know, 52, 52. And I always reflect this time. Reflect about the year, things I've done. Am I meeting my mark, right? Am I meeting deadlines for myself, right? Am I completing goals, right? And I've always done this. I typically do it with my day. After my day is complete, at night before I go to bed, I think about everything that I did within that day, right? Think about if I could have did anything better, is there anything I could have did differently? Did I upset anybody? You know what I'm saying? Did I do anything wrong to anybody? Do I have to apologize the next day, right? I do that, because you can hurt somebody's feelings and not even know that you hurt their feelings, right? So when I think about the day, I think about things I've said to people, the encounters I've had, and I think about how they could have perceived it, because I think before I speak. So I kind of think that through before I say whatever I say to whoever I'm about to say it to. But even then, you still could offend somebody and hurt somebody's feelings, right? So I think about it first, think about my days. But I do reflect around this time. Because I'm 52. I've been on this earth 52 years. That's a long time to me. I hope I see another 52, right? But so think about the encounter. Do I need to apologize to anybody? It's like I'm competing with myself. I try to be a better version of myself every day. So, me not having a connection with that youngest child of mine did something to me. Thank God it didn't change me completely. Thank God it didn't alter my beliefs, my morals, my values, because I know what's right. Like when I do my self-reflecting, there is nothing that I would have done differently with my kids. There is nothing that I would have done differently in how I raised all my kids. I always say Jay because he used to tear that ass up, but he used to always do stuff to get that ass tore up, right? So I can apologize only so much because it's not like I just put hands on them just to be putting hands on them, right? I didn't physically abuse none of my children, but that's about the only thing I can say. I have some regrets. Hey, Brandon, like I wish I could have bought all my kids cars when they turned 16. Because that's what my auntie gave me, my first car. So it was like, I hate that I couldn't do that for them. I hate I couldn't get the girls they sweet 16 part. I hate I couldn't get a kid one, and I hate I couldn't get a baby one, even though they gave her one, right? That was something that moms do, So other than that, I wouldn't have did nothing no different. From everything I did for them, everything I did to them, I wouldn't have done nothing no different. So for that baby not to love me like my other two, it did something to my soul. And I think that's why I started this coffee and conversation journey. And I think that's why I got everything set up like a crime scene. Like when we first did this journey, because this is who assassinated my character and took control of my baby, right? So because that's what they have to do. They have to assassinate your character. So when it happened to me, oh no, we cannot. So we got our board set up, right? We got everybody on our board, all our suspects, right? We got the motive. What would be the motive for them turning the baby against you and planting seeds, right? And getting that baby out your life? What would be the motive? Who are the people that's guilty by association? People that stood by and just let it happen, right? Because you'll be surprised how people really feel about you. You'll be surprised how many people sitting on the sidelines praying for your downfall. You'll be surprised how many people sitting back laughing because of your misfortune and what you're going through and what you're dealing with. One thing I will reveal to y'all that I probably ain't gonna never reveal again, but I asked the Lord to help me. When Jay get a call about his little boy acting out in school, a part of me be like, yes, no, that's terrible. That's why I'm telling you, you'll be surprised how people feel about you and how people be praying on your downfall. I asked the Lord to help me with that because that's not nothing that I should be happy about because he catching it with his little boy. But he was so bad. He took me through so much. So a part of me, I guess, and then I have to ask the Lord to forgive me for that because I don't want the little boy acting out. I don't want my nephew getting in trouble, being bad in school. And I don't want Jay to have to feel what I felt, But it is eye-opening to know that he going through it just like I went through it with him. I think that's called karma, but it's not a good thing. So yeah. I hate I revealed that to y'all. Don't judge me. But there's people like that really be happy and reveling in your misfortune, right? I know it's terrible, right? So yeah, I'm not one of those. So I do ask the Lord to forgive me for that because all his frustration, I see it when he tell me, and I just know how it is because I've been there, right? I know that's terrible. Yeah, because it took me down through there. So we back on our segment with our boys to men. All the tips I gave you for you moms raising boys by yourself. And now that they are men, we're talking about how they turned out, how are they, right? What are some of the things they doing? And yesterday, 2 days ago, I talked to y'all about religion. Making sure you had them in church, raising them up. Letting them know God exists and, they purpose. We talked about that. So I'm going to add on to that. Are you talking to your young men about, do they know the deadly sins, 7 deadly sins? I know that was probably a conversation that never came up with y'all, because why would it, right? Yeah, I tried to cover all bases with my kids, especially the boys. I tried to cover all bases. But yeah, it'd be good to go over them with them, because you don't want them to do it. So if you haven't told them or talked to them, now they are adults, you wish you should have, could have, it ain't too late, right? You can just have a casual conversation talking about lust. And that's the unrestraining of sexual craving. You don't want your young man out here being lustful, lusting all this, that's all they do. Like a dog ain't. You don't want that for your young man. You want your young man to be able to practice that restraint, right, and discipline. Gluttony, to overindulge. Typically overeating is when it's, mainly like that. Pride. Yeah. Your young man got to know when to put his pride aside. Yeah, it's okay to be prideful about things, others. Your young man got to know when to put his pride aside. That's hard for a man to do, right? That's an inflated sense of one's accomplishments, right? Sloth. That's laziness, lack of effort. Yep. Wrath. Uncontrolled feelings of hatred and anger. Yeah. You want to make sure your young man know how to compartmentalize those things and those feelings and his emotions and how to control his emotions, right? I know nowadays you be seeing these young men acting out, going crazy, spazzing out on women, that's emotions. They're being driven by emotions. A man is not an emotional creature, so he shouldn't be behaving that way, right? So, greed. The excessive desire for material things. Yeah. Hey, Shakita Brooks, how you doing, baby? Yeah. You don't want your boys to be greedy. Yeah, sense of greed. Like, you don't want that. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of people lose their lives and lose themselves because of greed. Yeah, so you don't want that for your young man. You want your young man to have a sense of self-control, discipline. Right? Envy. Definitely don't want your young man to be jealous of others. Yeah. Jealousy towards other people's accomplishments, right? Preying on people's downfalls. Yeah, you don't want that for your young man. So y'all, I was going to give y'all a manipulation tip today. And I ain't know what to call it. I think I'm gonna call it "What's good for the goose is good for the gander," or "Ain't good for the gander." Yeah, I don't know. But I was gonna give y'all a Midwest today, but I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow because I think we're about to load. I'll be home soon. We'll be back to normal, right? Tomorrow's coffee conversation. I'll probably be in the office because I got a lot to do. Right? So y'all, I had a good time. Miami don't owe me nothing, right? And I'll see y'all back in the beach. Choo-hoo.